Hello, and here we are with card number 5 in the Rainbows of Happiness event. This is another card using the dies, and we're making another shaker card. This little edging is from the dies that are in that set. It's quite pretty, isn't it? And we open up the card and we've got a pop-up card inside. So I'm going to show you how to make the pop-up card. So we'll just get started, okay? The base card, again, is Pool Party. And it's 21 centimetres by 14.5 and scored at 10.5. So just scored it in half. Okay, so that's the base card. And it's straightforward. The work really is in the insert, and the measurements for that are 13.5 by 20 centimeters and scored at 10 centimeters. So I've made a little template of what actually happens with your insert. So this is just a rough piece of paper here. And how to get your pop-up card is we're going to measure 5 centimeters from each side in and put a little mark, and then we're going to measure in 1.5 centimeters in from the crease in, and then we're going to score that, and that's how we get our pop-up. So I'll just get my ruler out, because this is really what we want to do. Okay, so open it up and take a pencil and mark in. So I want my dot there, and then again from that end. Okay, and I have made this so that in your kit you will have a little template of the rainbow, and I've made this that it sort of fits in behind the rainbow. If you're doing something bigger or smaller, you'd need to change your dimensions a little bit. So, and I'm taking from the crease line where my dot is, I'm just going up 1.5 and making another dot and 1.5 there. Okay, so I'm going to just draw a very light line along that. Let's see. And if you want to draw a light line joining up the two, you don't want it too heavy. We are going to cut this. Okay. And I'm going to fold it so that, fold it sort of back in itself. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut along the line to the dot, like so, like that. Okay, and then if I take my trimmer, or if you have a scoreboard or whatever, and so I'm just lining up my card at 1.5 there on my trimmer, and I'm going to take the scoring tool or a blade, and I'm just going to score in between those two dots. And that's a nice little crease there. So what you can do is actually fold back on itself. This will help with the mechanism. Okay, and what you want to do is open out your insert like this and fold it back, or fold this forward. That's what you want to do. Fold that forward so it makes it look like this then. So you see that's it flat, and as you make it come forward, you want this to be sitting upright and it will fold forward. This is your rainbow insert that you have, because we're going to make the add the rainbows to the canal. Okay, so it just cuts it inside your and then I'm going to start off with, there we go, here's the small one. And the pencil or the template I gave you really was just to give you some idea of where to add it to, but you've got a straight line to make your rainbow, and then what we're going to do is just going to cut round the rainbow. And then the last one is the yellow one. I took this die, this was the die that you cut all your shapes out of, so that's what I sort of drew around to give you a rough idea of where to build your rainbow. But I'm adding it to the rainbow, so I'm just going to cut round it now. Okay, and then cut across the bottom. So I might just rub that out. So I think I'm happy enough with that. So if you keep it like this, then it's not going to be noticed because you're actually applying it to this bit here. So what we want to do first of all, we're going to add this into the Pull Party base card, and I'm going to add it in, but I'm going to have it sort of where I want it, and I'm going to add it just with the wet glue. And I wouldn't just go too close to the edge because this glue does spread. And you don't want to make a mess with it coming out the edges. Okay, so I'm sort of setting it where I want it to be, equal, equal on either side. And I'm going to fold it, making sure that it's in tight to the crease, and I'm going to put my card down on top, and that's how you get it in really tight to your spine, like so. And then if you turn it over, you can do the other side as well. Now you will see that my little box is tucked in the opposite way from this, and then again making sure that this is in straight. You can just make sure it's all spread over like so. Okay, and then what we want to do is we're going to add our little rainbow to this. So I'm just going to put some glue to the side, which is, oh, there we go, popping out, and I'm just going to centralize that. Okay, so if you set it that it's going to be folded down, would probably be the best way of making sure that it's attached to your card, like so. Okay, so place it and then fold it over flat so that it's like that, and that's how you do your pop-up for your insert. Okay, there we go. Now Now, just to decorate the front, you have your piece of card. Now we can add this straight to the base card, and then we can do our shaker bit. So I'm just placing that so that it's nice and centre. So the base colour is Pool Party, and this is Soft Seedful. Okay. I'm not adding glue to that, I'm keeping that upright. So again, here is our little rainbows, and I'm just going to do them up. I think I did it it's 2.3, but even if we did it 2.5, so come in a little bit and just add a little dot, and come in again and add a little dot. And if you want to draw a light line, you can easily draw it up, rub it out again. Okay. Doesn't look as if that is straight. It's better. So I'm going to start off with the smallest one again. Just adding a little bit of glue to my saffron colour. And then the blue shimmer card. And then pink. And finally the green. There we go. So, and as we did before, I'm just going to add a few little dots for the sequins so that the sequins can stay up. There we go. And then you have a plastic bag, and this time it's like a gusseted bag, and what we want to do is actually put the card down in front of the fold. So I'm going to add, I was going to actually rub out these lines before I go any further, wasn't I? There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to pop some sequins on here. Oops, maybe too many, but there we go. Happy enough with that. Just getting the right amount, isn't it? And then I'm just going to pop them into the card or into the envelope or plastic bag and just slide it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take it right down to the bottom. because I want to be able to fold it over and tuck this seam at the bottom. But I'm going to make sure that it's nice and tight. So for my tape, here we go. Put some tape along the bottom of your bag, like that. Just my scissors to lift the point up. There we go. And I'm going to make sure that it's nice and tight to my bag, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same this end here. Okay. Like so, and make sure that it's nice and tight at the front. There we go. How's that? And then I'm going to take my ribbon that you have in the kit, and again, just to take out the crease, run the scissors along it between your thumb and the blade, and it helps bring the blade, the thing. Now you will see that this is rising up a little bit when you tie the ribbon around it. Will tighten it, and then after the ribbon is tied in a bow for yourself, what we will do is we'll add tape, so that is actually closing it all down. So I'm doing a double knot and making sure that it's all nice and tight. Some of the ladies at the class on Saturday opted just to do a double knot. I'm going to do a little bow, like so. And I'm just going to get a pair of scissors and I'm just going to snip them off. Angle like that. I think I'll make this little bow a little bit smaller. So there we go. That's another shaker card there that we've done. Okay, and then to attach this all, I'm just going to add the tape to the back, and make sure that you're happy that your ribbon is on straight. Okay. And then, and I'm just doing 3 strips, and I would be happy if it is lying down flat. Here we go. Take the back off your tape, and then we're going to add this directly onto your, so, and that is our card number 4, 5 completed. So have fun, see you again soon, bye bye.